Hello and welcome, Libra, to my Anne Scholes YouTube channel. So apologies for the delay. We are a bit behind because I've just had so much going on. They're just not enough hours in the day. I need my days to be at least 36 hours long to get through everything at the minute. However, I've not forgotten you, and here is your insight for the rest of July. We've still got 2 weeks and 5 days left of the month, so still plenty of time to get your insights in. So, good news is, though, Mercury's going direct on the 12th of July. Yay! So all that interference with your phone and your car and emails and mixed messages and all of that should start to let up now, and things start to pick up and move forward. We're not clear of it for another week yet, but what it's doing is it's slowly starting to build up speed to get back to its proper trajectory. So that's good news, at least. I am working with some dragon cards. I'm pulling you a dragon card, and although you can't see them, I think we all pretty much know what dragons look like. But that dragon energy is all about fire and clearing the lower energies and clearing a pathway for you. And I've pulled a card for you here, and we've got the Earth and Fire Dragon. And this is the two elements. Fire is the one that cleanses when you're doing ceremonial stuff. Fire is the number one cleanser, but it's bound by earth, and it's about really sort of pushing yourself forward to this fifth dimension of the golden age we're moving into, that part of the journey that we're on, and grounding yourself. And if you're finding that you have got any obstacles in front of you, just imagine we've all got a personal dragon energy, and just imagine that dragon breathing that fire in front of you, so that any issues or conflict just gets dissolved and it melts away into the earth. So that's the fire dragon that you've got, the Earth and Fire Dragon, this month. It does talk about it as a time for service, and when you give, you receive. So if you have been somebody that's been, in the NHS giving, or in any kind of occupation where you have been serving others, then it's time now for things to come back to you. So you might find that things are on the way in for you for this month, which is good, really good, nice energy. So let's have a look. I've got my Syro-Masheti tarot cards, and let's have a look at what the insight is. I'm going to do first week, second week, and then the 5 days after that. So let's have a little look, shall we? Right, okay, so the first week. Right, we're opening up with Temperance, which is everything in moderation. So don't overdo it, get the balance right. It's also time for healing. Perhaps you've not been well or been under the weather, but this is a time to just take your time and accept the healing that's being given to you. The Hermit here says you might want to be, you might find I know we've just had lockdown, but this is saying we might feel like we want to be on our own, or we are kind of going in within ourselves with a bit of introspection. It does actually show the light at the end of the tunnel as well. So if you have been going through something or you haven't been well, this is saying we are coming out of this tunnel that you've been in. Another major arcana, because you've got 3 major arcana cards here, which is saying the Magician, and this is the magic coming in. I love the Magician card because he brings that magic of boof, there it is right in front of your eyes, although you didn't see it before. Great communication, keeping all lines of communication open with people, and that wizardry of the imagination, You've got all the tools you need to get jobs done. You've got everything here to get things done. Now, let's have a look and see at the following week. Right, okay. There is just one little thing here, which you may be feeling a bit emotionally drained, and there is closing a door on a situation. Maybe it's something that you've talked through with somebody. It could be the ending of a relationship. Because of the Hermit, you're feeling on your own, and this is where the healing needs to come in. But talking through something to arrive at a decision that actually this is the end of the road type of thing. It could quite simply be that there is something that ends around you which brings you a bit of disappointment or emotionally feeling a bit upset about. But whichever way, it's a new beginning. It is a new beginning. And then we get good news. There's good news around you. I know for some of you, if you're ending a relationship, then okay, this is the end of a chapter. And although we get the Page of Cups after that, where there's endings, there's good news. So you might find some really nice news coming in to lift you again. Now, interesting, for those of you single, this would suggest there is some good news coming in around you with an air sign like yourself, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it's also could be also a lot of quick events, a flurry of events that you need to take charge of, which you will. Now, going back to the love thing, if you're single, this is somebody who steps in and is more open to than has been. Or if you've been talking to somebody that's not really going anywhere, but closed off, and then you start to feel and see them opening up and giving more to you. Here we've got the King of Cups. Ooh. Also got the King of Earth. So we've got 3 kings in a row here. Ooh. So take your pick, Libra. Take your pick. So more than one man around you. If you're single, you may find you've got a choice. Water, Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean, Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But it's all relating to good news, whichever one it is. It's all relating to good news and a more amenable time. Still not rushing things, but it is more open. And again, you've got somebody else coming here back from the past. Ooh. Somebody you haven't seen for a long time or heard from. You're feeling very in charge in this situation. It could be you're working around a lot of men even, but feeling very in charge. As regards somebody coming back from the past, for some of you, you're in a different place. You have to remember that you're in a much different place, a stronger place than you were when this person went out of your life. And maybe they're asking for compromises. Do you want to compromise? I don't know about that one. You might not. There's certainly a lot of communication again. You've got the Magician, you've got the Ace of Swords. So all of these cards are to do with clarity, communication, being one step ahead in the game. But you certainly seem to be in control. It's interesting month here. Because obviously, depending on where you are on your journey or who you're with, whether you might be with somebody for quite some time, seems to be some good news around negotiations if they've become a little distant. If you're single, there's somebody new coming in, but there's also somebody from the past coming back. So there's a lot going on here where your love life is concerned. Let's have a look and see the last few days what's coming out. Ooh. Well, there's nothing like choice, is there? Because here we have the Knight of Wands, so this is the action. So I feel generally where relationships are concerned that if you've closed one door in a relationship, you might find there's another one very quickly coming in. Certainly there's somebody younger around for some of you on a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And there's a lot of duvet dancing. A lot of passion. And a new pathway. And I think that's what your dragon said, didn't it? Clearing the path. You've got a new pathway. So whichever way I look at this, if it's an existing relationship, it may be that you've cleared the decks and there's a new pathway opening up, moving forward for you after a time of restriction. Or if you're single, there could be just somebody new coming back in, but then there'll be also somebody coming back, well, somebody coming in and then somebody coming back from the past. Very, very interesting. And here's your opportunities. So you've got the opportunity to put the groundwork down for stable foundations. You might find that there's, where work is concerned, there may be a job opportunity or a promotional opportunity coming in, new pathway where that's concerned as well. And this talks about going down a path that you've not been down before. You may have been feeling trapped in a situation, but whatever's happening, it's releasing you to step out and move forward and see the stability there. So I think it'll be a very interesting month for you, Libra, on many different fronts, where people are concerned, relationships are concerned more predominantly in that way. So yeah, enjoy. So I'll bring this reading to a close. I hope you've enjoyed your reading for this month. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And I am doing, you will have seen it on my Facebook, sorry, not my Facebook, my YouTube channel, that my Angelic Bliss, we're doing a little show every Monday, 4:30 till 5:30. Or you can go back and have a look at the other ones of the products I do in my shop. You know, I do all sorts of things like tarot cards, crystals, singing bowls, you name it. And of course we've been nominated for the Soul and Spirit Awards for the best shop, and in that we also have an article in the magazine this month, which I'm really pleased with. So thank you if you've nominated me already. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with that. So take good care of yourself, and I will see you next month. Bye for now.